Hello guys, this is the Prague Go Tournament Old Hunters Cup. I just heard about this tournament this week, and it's a 3-day tournament. It is totally stacked. Crazy. It's crazy that the Europeans are able to hold these massive tournaments. We just had a recent one in the Paris Open, and the Prague Go tournament is even more stacked than that one. This is a tournament page, the tournament details. Japanese rules, 6.5 komi, 6 rounds, 45 minutes plus 20 seconds per move. This is very slow. This is 1.5 hours each plus 3 moves per minute, so a 200 move thing would be another hour, so it's easily 3 hour games. So it's 6 rounds, it's 3 days, so that all makes sense. The Europeans do like to have their like very serious tournaments relatively slow. Yeah, so 2 rounds per day. We are on day one. It's 2.5 hours into the second round on day one. Tomorrow there's 2 more rounds, and then Sunday there are 2 more rounds. Well, look at this, the prize money. So this is the most evenly distributed prize money I have ever seen. The first place and second place is virtually indistinguishable, 3, 4, 5. This is very friendly to all the top players. And also on top of the first to 10th place, there's the top 5 EGF players. EGF meaning part of the European Go Federation system. The best woman is 100 euros. Oh yes, these are all euros. So very nice, very high top prize. If someone we know like Benzero, Andrii, Kravets, Stanislaw, if any of them win the tournament, it's 1,300 euros, which is 1,500 US dollars. Quite nice. Very nice. On the lower right, you will see my picture, and there's also a YouTube feed, which is relatively new. I hope YouTube doesn't give me any problems for that feed. Anyways, here is the tournament. Let's check out the photo gallery first before checking out all the games. They are broadcasting 5 to 6 games. 5 to 6 games each round, so it's quite good. All right, Prague Go Tournament highlights. This is their Old Hunters Cup. Old Hunter meaning like a very skilled, experienced hunter. The German word is Jäger. Very cool. So we're gonna hide the YouTube first for these videos. Look at this. What nice playing conditions it is. Very nice. It's in the Prague, which is in the Czech Republic, very close to Germany. On the other side is France. And they have these robotic arms at the European Go Congress. They were selling these. Very interesting. This is Jonas. I think this is Jonas. No, I don't know who that is. This is the tournament room. We're gonna skip. There's 178 players. That's Kim Dohyup. He's apparently Benzero said he must be very rich because he's showing up to all these Go tournaments in Europe. He lives in Korea. Organizing. Yeah, it's not like this is not quite the 178 people that signed up, but I'm sure this is just the opening ceremonies. Okay, here's some pictures of the actual game. This is Kim Do-hyup. He's on board 6 with an 8 dan rate 8 Dan ranking. He's on board 6. This is Li Ting. She is a 1P who is living in Europe now. She recently played in the European professional tournament. This is a good picture. This is Ben Zero. This is young Simara, another 1P from Czech Republic. This is Mateusz Surma from Poland. Surma, you can tell a lot by the hairstyle. This is that Ali Jabarin in the behind him. We'll see more. We'll see more tournaments. We'll see more pictures. Oh, this is a very, very stacked tournament. Stanislaw over here, he got to 99% against the 5th rated player in the world recently. He's on board 5, so we can see how stacked this tournament really is. This is Andrii Kravets. This is Ali Jabarin, I think. Andrii Kravets, I don't know how his ghost school is going at Jena, Germany. His water bottle and nice shoes, very nice shoes. A top women's player, I don't know who that is. Great. Very, very stacked. Okay, so with this said, let's take a look at the list of players. Oh wow, what a great tournament. Pairings and results. Alright, so this is round 2 pairings. I'm sure the top 8 all won their games in the first round. Exception is Ben Zero. He's also a 1P. He recently won the European professional championship. So don't know why he's still listed as 7 Dan, but that's okay. Besides him, there are Mateusz, Pro, Andrii Kravets, professional, Ali, professional, Stanislaw, professional, Jan Simara, professional, Valerii. Valerii just won the Paris. Did he win the Paris Open or did he tie for first? I think he tied for first in the Paris Open. They went to SOS, something like that. Lukas Podpera, he's honorary professional because he got 2nd place in the professional qualifiers 5 times. Good. You'll notice a lot of names here from the professional qualifiers. Ben Teuber, Yuze, Lukan, Ben Zero, Kim Dohyup, extremely highly ranked. All right. So, yeah, this guy, I don't know how he travels all over the world for these relatively low prize money tournaments. Last time he came to New York, in a New York tournament, he went 4-2. He got like 5th place. Got no prize money. The plane tickets must cost a lot. But Benzero said the real question is Kim Do-hyup. This guy must be really loaded. So I don't know. Anyways, here he is. You can see some of these players. Artem is not here. Pavel is not here. But Andrii Kravets is. Surma is. Is Yaoling here? I didn't see him on the list. Stanislaw is. So a lot of the top players in Europe are all here. Valerii is here. Benzero is right here. Crazy. Very, very stacked. This is the AGA website. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these games. First, let's take a look at round 1. We had 5. We had 5 in round 1. We had 5 games in round 1. It would be also very, very nice to see how the Europeans are playing Go nowadays. Okay, let's go see. I believe these games are from round 1. And here we see so all the games are finished, are mostly finished in round 2. So we are gonna look at 11 games today. Quite nice. Yes, usually the EGF Go channel on Twitch does streams of these major tournaments. I can't imagine why they are not doing one today. Most of the professionals are playing in this one tournament, so it's very, very good. Yeah, only 2 rounds per day, 45 plus 20 seconds per move, so it is quite slow. Like a game lasts 2 hours at the minimum, mostly. All right, so game 1, and we're going in random order on the top 5 boards. Let's take a look at how Europeans are playing the game nowadays. Alright, this one is Mateusz Surma versus Benjamin Teuber. Besides Ilya, Mateusz Surma is the highest ranked European professional at 3P. There's probably, they may have one more 3-dan professional soon. How they do is they have to win a lot against other professionals to rank up. Same in the States, both me and Alexander Chi are close to ranking up to 2P. Hopefully we'll make it by this Go Congress. Alright, so Mateusz, he came to the, he runs the Pogote website, and he came to the US Go Congress and the European Go Congress and played in both main tournaments in both last year. Very, very good. Benjamin Teuber played in the professional qualifiers. I think he was one of the, he lost more than he won. So heavily favored. This matchup is heavily favored to Mateusz. Okay, so 2 Josekis in the beginning. This is relatively common. However, this is a complicated Joseki with black Ponuki on the lower right and the black corner on the top left. The only help coming to this fight is black stones. So white is probably a bit less good than usual here. Yes, black, okay. So not a bad job by by Benjamin Teuber to choose this Joseki. Okay, this variation should be okay. This leaves white, this lets white off the hook. There's no more problems for white, but this is still fine for black overall, in the form of, this knight's move out Aji. So I wonder if white should have played like this move, perhaps. Probably, that's okay. This is likely gonna be still okay for white. The damage is limited on both sides. Oh, this was very nice. Okay, this shape feels a bit tough for white, especially if white has to connect here. Okay. Can white survive? This is a very good job by Teuber here. Once again, Surma is able to get out of the trouble with his group with an exchange. This feels fine for white because there's another Atari on the outside, and it feels pretty even overall, which means white got out of some problematic areas. This double hane is good. Surma just chooses this. This is very surprising. This feels like a good result for black. it's totally symmetric, so it can't be that bad for either side. But yes, this is emphasizing that white has m19, which is distracting the eye. Okay, so a very old opening, old Joseki, going into the middle game fighting. Very impressive so far by Benjamin Teuber, but the game is still very close. And in any close game, we favor the more experienced and the generally stronger professional. All right, so I wonder how this internal liberties race feels like it favors white a bit, but given that both sides can can make an eye or destroy an eye, feels okay. Okay, a throw-in was probably not necessary, unless white wants to capture the 3 stones, which is reasonable as well. Okay, white definitely is not looking for a Seki here. Interesting. So this is a ko. Okay, in that case, the throw-in was very necessary. All right. However, yes, this ends up being just a Seki, which black was also able to surround white. So still pretty even, but yeah. Very good to see. Very good to see this. Very interesting. Okay, this peep feels very close. Normal expectation is here, but at this moment, probably okay. The next move by white is to play here and then live. Okay, pretty good. White does survive, but black is able to. The black asset coming into the endgame is going to be the 2 stones over here, extending along this side. Oh, and he plays here directly. Good. This all makes a lot of sense. And here white is fixing the middle and cutting this off. Okay, there's a cut there, maybe. Let's see what happens. Okay, Atari. Yeah. Surma is very crafty in this kind of situations. Very nice. I definitely think right now black needs to turn out and use the middle sort of weakness and including this weakness to try. But this is not it's not perfect. In any case, this looks very, very bad for black. Okay. I hope the cut doesn't work, because if the cut works for white, white has so many liberties. Oh my god, here comes the cut. Alright. So this black group dies, the other black group also dies inside the Seki. Okay, so this isn't so unexpected. Black held his own. The beginning fight was relatively good for black, but this ended up in a Seki, and in the later middle game it was the seasoned professional. Probably here was fine. The seasoned professional who, in the crucial juncture in the game, was able to find this combination, and at this point white must be up big. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Not entirely unexpected. So that was okay. So game 1 goes to Surma. Remember, at round 2 they usually match up the winners with the winners. I thought Alex is 2p now. I think Alex is still 1p. If you heard some rumors, Alex is 1 game away from 2p. Last time I checked that games list. So might as well. Play me a couple more times and he'll be 2p. Maybe maybe I will be 2p as well. I am 2 games away. Alright, second game we have Ali Jabarin at 2p versus this guy who is a 6-dan. Okay, I think this guy came from Japan. Okay, AI Peep. Very nice. Yes, AI Joseki, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if white knows this Joseki. I'm not sure if black knows this Joseki inside and out. I do remember that something like this is a very common life and death shape, and by going at a2 and making a one-legged chicken shape, this is bad for black. Okay, so black will need to make more liberties like this, and this way black would be all of a sudden ahead by 1 liberty, and that would be bad for white. So hard to say. I don't know this Joseki down, so all good. In the game, this seems like it should favor black a little bit. Capturing 2 stones is not small. But I guess this is Joseki still. Okay, interesting. Okay, this visually looks like it favors black a lot, but I know white has Sente, and white took out black's corner, and there's Aji remaining, so the key is to use the Aji that's remaining and continue fighting here. Good. So white clearly is on top of what he needs to do. Yeah, this is a good idea. Let's see if black plays f4 now. The only reason to play, he captures about the same. White cross, jump to m3, or this ladder. Both are good. He jumps, reasonable. Plays here, reasonable. I myself would have played here for the next move here, but there is a white turn. But then again, black may want this white turn. Anyways, okay, interesting. I do not like white extending out like this. The black 2 stones capture is very, very strong. There's also some Aji here on the top left, so it felt like black had a lot of strength advantage here, especially if this move turns out to be Sente. Oh, it did. Okay. Alright, okay, so I don't envy the chances in this game for the Japanese amateur player. Okay, some jumps. It does feel like Ali is out of the European professionals do like to play these softer moves. Soft is not a compliment or a it's not a compliment nor a disparagement. I myself am a little bit soft. Many people may agree or disagree with that. I feel like I am a little bit soft due to my not strong enough life and death skills. So I often am a little bit soft. But compared to the European pros, maybe I'm okay there. So we all suffer from the same problems, which is a lack of training. Okay, white again plays white. Relatively speaking, white is the one who is much softer in this game. So first it's the lower left at e2. It may or may not have been necessary. If white were to play e2, maybe o2, making l1 Sente, and then surviving that way could be better. And also here just strength, coming back and protecting your own cutting point, allowing black to get all the points. Black headbutts, it's just very tough. So once you play a little soft, you often end up having to play more and more soft later on, and then you're gonna lose the game. So, now that we say that, White gets some nice exchanges in, and then Tanukis. Okay, I think White scored a little bit here, and yes, indeed, Black would much rather extend in, of course. Okay, so White did survive in Sentei the game. Because White was able to Tanuki, White's last problem is the middle group weakness and the thickness, relative thickness for Black. Yeah, pretty tough for White. White is weaker with less territory. Okay, good attempt by White. Okay. Let's see, Hane connect. This is a very complicated fight. Alright, so White did not want to survive and then have Black capture the middle like this. Yes, that's true. That's true. Oh no, I was gonna say, I hope White doesn't have to survive like this. 2 points and exchanging a inside versus an F16 outside exchange, but White did, and this is Black Sentei. So now this is clearly a good game for Black now. Okay, the 4 stones are gonna be killed. Very crisp, very clear play. Not unexpected. Ali is the professional player. Oh my god, he gives up. Okay, he gives up 3 stones, which is his way of saying, I have way more than enough territory, and please just resign at this moment. Very well done, and he's right. Okay, keep this move, and then here, interesting. This move doesn't even... there's also this Satari on the outside, this first line move. Okay, this player has some personality, but the result of this game was not a surprise. This was a pretty dominant game by the professional. Okay, in round 1 they tend to match up, ranked number 1 versus ranked number 9, and so on, something like that. I just hope they didn't do rank 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15, and so on, because in that case, like if you're number 8 and you play number 9 and you win, you get a very big advantage because your first round opponent is relatively strong. In this game we have Andrii Kravets, 2-time reigning undisputed European champion for 2 years in a row now, and versus Elian. Elian, he streamed the European professional qualifiers a bit ago. A very strong 6-dan apparently. I thought he was 5-dan. All good. 6-dan, and I think he did mention he almost played in the European professional qualifiers, so it's not bad. However, coming up against Andrii Kravets, the undisputed champion of Europe for 2 years, he is a severe underdog. Okay, beginning of the game. This is another very old Joseki. In the Mateusz Surma game, we also saw a older Joseki with the 2-space approach. So maybe the Europeans kind of like this kind of thing. One Joseki is this and cut, and then capture 1 stone. I'm sure this is fine, but it does feel like White is a little bit over concentrated, so Andrii goes for more. I myself have not studied this particular old Joseki, so I would have played whatever I would have done earlier. This one is where White is strong, but White is very, very crammed. Let's learn something. This is white by 2.3, so this isn't too bad. Okay. This is white by 0.8. Okay, so there's another Joseki that goes like this or this. Hard to say either way. Okay, this is probably the Joseki. Anyways, Andrii goes for the very active pincer. This one space pincer is very close to the white corner, and white made some, for the time being, very strong shapes. Okay, so white jumps out. The black corner is strong, so this feels a little bit lacking for white. White has spent many moves running away and close to the lower left, lower right strong corner for black. Feels a little bit lacking, but white does have Sente. I would have played here, but I'm a bit of a wuss, huh? All right, so Andrii plays the regular, like normal, normal move. Okay. Let me put on the let me put the camera on you guys. Let me put the camera on you guys. The YouTube camera is live. So here you guys can see some live tournament pictures while you guys listen to me yapping about these games. Here we can see that's Andrii Kravets and Ali Jabarin on the round 2. And we're gonna quickly get to them. Alright, so in this game again, Elian, the challenger, very much so, takes Sente. Here this move is very big, so as white here we want to play this move a lot. This one not only has a very good follow-up to take away black's ice space, this also makes a lot for white. If black blocks, continuing to develop the left is very attractive. White is worried about the safety of this group, so white jumped. In this case, this move is huge. This knight's move from a corner is very strong, it's totally connected, it expands the ice space and everything, and in this case it leaves white, leaves the 3 white stones very weak. So Tanuki here definitely, I definitely recommend white to play these some kind of a Sente, no matter how black plays. Even if black jumps, just ignore that and then jump here. Okay, let's see. This is exactly what white did. Hane once and Tanuki and jump there. Oh, white agrees, takes Gote, and okay, white takes Gote, gives black a chance to play p18. This move cannot be missed. Please play that. Oh, okay. Okay, good. This is fine. This is an attacking move in place of p18. This is totally fine. I'll give this one a pass. Good. So now does white. Now white has a very nice squeeze to play the cut in Sente. And then some move like this or this is again Sente, and that feels very strong for white. Okay, this did not happen. White just defended. This gives black another chance to play p18. No, black extends. This is very interesting, and maybe this shows that I don't understand something here as a player here. So if you win a BO3 against Alex 2-1, we know it's match fixing. Yes, exactly. Okay, so in the game, white does not play the squeeze. White plays the jump, which is fine. The only problem with the jump is maybe black gets Sente here and then squeezes, which is I guess that's the same as a game where black just moves back. I'm sure black kind of regrets making the extension instead of the P18. After the P18, after that knight's move, diagonal, black can peep into the middle and look to cut white in the middle. Maybe play here and cut directly. Another cut is here to cut. But right now black has a weak corner, so there's no cuts that are possible. Okay, black defends. White jumps in. This is very, very risky. I don't know if this was a misstep by white. I guess it's okay because white is probably planning to give up the one stone like this. Still, black should definitely play this cut. I don't see how else to play here. This is a perfect opportunity. Your opponent's waiting for you to live in the corner. If black lives onto the side, then the corner move by white is totally wasted. So black does cut. Very good job. He connects. He connects, unfortunately. Right now the headbutting move is very strong. But yes, there's some losses for black too. I'm sure he deliberated a lot right here, and then he ended up letting white capture the stone. Oh my god, what? This feels a little desperate. Probably just survive like this. How is this better? And also definitely capture this first. This leaves a cutting point for white. But if this leaves a Sente I for white, all the thickness value that you get from the extra cut is gone. So I expect this to be a bit better for white now, except the fact that white peeped here, which leaves this cut possible. So interesting that white is not fixing that cut. I'm sure like this move now would be, it's also Sente-ish, hard to say. Don't know where the AI move is. Okay, so in the game white does peep there and turns here. This is very strong. This is a little too repetitive by black. Two first line moves, two one space moves. And white jumps. White is really not afraid of any of these wedges, isn't he? Oh my god, white is really not afraid of the wedge. Okay, so here comes the wedge. What happens? I guess I see. Okay, so white is just planning to give this up. Okay. Okay. I guess, yeah, anything that white does locally is not going to save the stones, and it's a big surprise that white is gonna be, just giving up the corner like that. But, isn't this like 20 points, Andrii? Okay. Andrii is a very big picture player, so not surprising, but I'm a bit of a, I'm a bit of a miser who likes territory above many other things, so we understand each other. Okay. Black goes for the corner instead of the middle. I think this is good. If black is able to live into the corner for in Sente, then black could conceivably do another thing into the middle here, and then if this group survives, the balance of territory is totally disrupted. So okay, so an exchange, and Andrii takes Sente on the lower left and then fixes the middle. Okay. It does feel like if white gets the entire middle, that's a little too much. Okay, so here comes black, taking that. The good part about losing the cornerstones is you're not so pained about losing another 2 stones, which is great. All right, so yes, a sacrifice here, and no. So here black decides the middle is way too big to ignore, but black at the end had to go back here, I guess, and Andrii makes the entire middle, and that's gonna be too much. That's gonna be too much. This capture of 2 stones is actually not profitable. Black would rather play this way. Yeah, the middle was surrounded too nicely, and a pity. I'm sure at around this point, black still has a bit of a chance. Black by 0.5. Yeah, it's hard to play. It's really hard to play. What's this? Europeans giving away free content again. We're looking at the Prague Open today. Alright, so this is Ondrej Kruml. I've seen his name somewhere, but I forget if he's in KGS 7 then or not. Anyways, he's playing against Stanislaw Freijlak. Stanislaw, we played Stanislaw on our stream twice, 2 games each, relatively fast games, and I spent a good amount of time with Stanislaw in China at the Beihai tournament. I was looking at this game a bit earlier, and this was a great move. Shows a lot of AI study. The AI move was the invasion at R3, the 3-3. But you could imagine the professional wanting to be a little bit efficient and strong and stable at all times. So that makes sense. Great. Oh shit. However, if Stanislaw plays a little bit too defensively like this is not a good sign. Anyways, Stanislaw is the one player, because he just went to China, and he, he's been doing Go content with me, and so it feels like he's relatively active amongst the European players recently. So as a relatively active player, and another thing is Stanislaw has talked a lot about his profinity or affinity or proclivity for endgame. He's very high up. He studies the endgame to the 1/6 of a point a lot. So yes. Why? Oh, Prague Go Tournament. What a amazing excuse to visit. I didn't know Prague was a great place to visit. But my wife knows. She's like, oh, Prague is so romantic. I'm like, bleh. Romantic. All right. Okay. Prague is a nice city to visit for sure. You guys can tell I don't have many female viewers. Okay, all right. Back to the game. So this move is very nice. I wonder when black played this jump at 04. Okay, this did leave a little bit of an opening here, especially since white played 07. Mir's Turtle raided with 6 viewers. Welcome. We're checking out games from the European Prague Go Tournament. They have 6 professionals playing, so the Europeans are not streaming this tournament, so we're doing it. Alright, here there are plenty of weaknesses to exploit, but the most important one is for black to play the connect. And this way the corner is still black and blacks, and it's all fine. The reasoning is now this cut cannot be answered by a outside Atari like this. Black can capture 3 stones in an exchange. Right now, because black played the bamboo joint, the cut can be now answered with this, and white has one more liberty. This is a much bigger problem than it seems, because now potentially black can still play this move, but white would just play the other, connect on the other side, and this is still white winning this fight. So I'm sure both sides read this out a lot, and at the end here, white was able to secure a extremely obscenely efficient shape in the corner. Surprised this was only good for a 5-point lead. Oh, Stanislaw, this is too much ingenuity, man. Oh my god, he peeps and white does not connect. This is great. This is great. This is stuff that I would do, so when I see stuff like this is great. This is great. Another move would be to just go straight for this cut, but right now there's this thing, which black is not, black is still alive, so probably this jump would be fine. Okay. He gave a lecture to never answer a peep at the European Go Congress last summer. Stanislaw, yes, that's exactly what I think too. Try to never answer the peeps, because cut is a dame move, and connect is also a dame move. Makes no sense to play dame moves. Nicely done. AI move was probably here. Let's see. Probably this jump. Yeah, this jump was it. But yes, for sure, not answering the peep was nice. Oh, no, and then he answered the peep. Play the jump, and then play the squeeze and counterattack this group. Yeah, he's still connected. Okay, all right. So now it's par for the course. But white definitely has an advantage due to the corner efficiency. This is interesting. Okay, block. Okay, and then jump. Interesting. Oh, these two are playing interesting, fun variations. White would like to connect and then Hane at R18, but I think it's just Atari. What, you don't need this end game something, and just Atari, and then play here, and then block, and isn't this fine, good enough? Yeah, this is up by 11. Okay, so white does do something like that. Oh my god, he lets white capture a stone like this. This is never good. This is never a good sign. Good thing white is probably connecting, so okay. Yeah, definitely shouldn't have connected. If white has to cut and connect, that does feel bad. This is probably also okay. This is about the same. Okay. All right, so it's hard to say where to play for white. Anyways, white played where I would have played, especially in the lead, so that makes sense. I wouldn't have cut, but how could you not cut the black group? Black is alive, isn't it? This block is big. Okay. Oh wow, this is very painful for black. So I take everything I said back. Also, isn't it better to just fix our own shapes like this? And if you don't want to do that, run. Oh, interesting. So this was a very interesting fight. I do not know. I definitely don't know what is really going on. It feels very good for white, but white did get cut on the outside. And and the inside is not 100% alive. So okay, I can get it. I get it. This is okay. So white played here instead of running away because of potential death on the inside. Okay, so Stanislaw got into some trouble here. Interesting. This, however, is white getting out of trouble. There's an eye here and another eye on the top. So I think with this, white has regained the lead. So probably black needs to play this move, or I hope it's not this move. Okay, good. All right, so I think this attack was a little too strong. Push out and something like this is probably more even. Okay, so black went for the attack. White is now alive. Yeah. Stanislaw played this move. That's very interesting. So white had no eyes, and but it does feel like running away or putting counter pressure on black is better here. Mostly because if black goes for the eye stealing move, black also loses a liberty himself. You still get the eye back, and also, of course, this is a great way to set up a counter attack. So in the game, okay, white was still comfortably ahead after this move. I see. So white loses a majority of the advantage by playing this slow move. Stanislaw, just live, right? This is also living in Sente. Are you not happy living in Sente? This part is a very, very good sequence for black. Very nice, very nicely done. Wow, this is some very, very good play. Is Stanislaw going to lose the big group? Peep, and then this move. Wow. This is very dangerous for white. Let's see how the fighting continued. But Stanislaw, this is a page out of my book. If you get yourself under attack, do this kind of thing. Play all the sentes you can while you are under attack, and it feels like Stanislaw has gotten out of trouble mostly. It's not likely that black will have many more liberties than white. Plus, there's 2 mutual liberties. So, white by 6. Great. Okay. I was saying how Stanislaw, you got yourself into so much danger. But Stanislaw probably says back to me, danger. That's danger is how I win my games. Oh my God, this is. Okay, let's see what happened here. So black was forced to make an eye on the left-hand side, and here, locally speaking, this is likely a seki. So white instead cuts the middle. This is a sente peep, and then extends and then turns, counterattacks the middle and the other middle group, and there's a third black group. So this does feel like Stanislaw has taken a approach towards the darker side of Go. I'm not gonna be defending my weak groups too much, or back over here. Could that have been intentional? Oh, that would be really scary. This move, like, I'm gonna slow myself down, wait for you to catch up to me, and then try to kill me, and in the process of the struggle, I kill you instead. Stanislaw, evil. This is so evil. it's likely just a slow move and a mistaken slow move, but it's very, very scary. If White had counter-attacking Black planned all along, that would be real scary, real scary. And it totally worked, whether intentional or not. After capturing this, Black is totally destroyed on the left. The last chance is to capture the big white dragon in the middle here. This is Sente. This is Sente. It may not be Sente, but the block is Sente for sure. And after this, White cuts, or White just cuts. Yeah, Black is gonna run with the middle group, and then White is gonna block and cut off the other group. He does it twice. Come capture me, but instead you are gonna be captured. And at the end, Black is totally destroyed. Scary. Well played by Stanislaw. I just hope it wasn't. Do I hope it was or was not intentional? This is so perfect. This is like, White could have died for sure. Huge risks for sure. But wow. Do you think, and this is a question, do you think he planned it all along, or do you think he made it up as he went along? Okay, gonna get us to the beginning of round 2. Alright, and the last game we have the heavyweight matchup. This is Ben Zero versus Jan Simara. Jan Simara has a longer professional life than Ben. Ben is a new professional. But I'm pretty sure Ben has a higher KGS ratings than Jan Simara. Not that it matters very much. But Ben does practice a lot. I myself have played Ben's many games recently. If I'm not mistaken, the move now is not to play the knight's move. It's okay to play the knight's move. I always jumped. Anyways, this one is a very modern, very AI opening. Except the upper left corner. Nowadays that is not as common. So I think we begin to see a bit of a pattern. A lot of the Europeans do have a profinity for less, not the ultra modern 3-3 openings, but you know what I mean. Half of the Europeans are ultra modern, half of the Europeans are retro. What do you call it? Not retro, but classic. What is that called, Alright, so this fight starts immediately. Yeah, this is a well-studied AI position, ends up in a ko. I feel like it's good for, yes, I feel like it's good for Black if the ko is running its course. Hard to say hard to say either way. Okay, so White plays here and Black attaches out. Yeah, this is. So Black has played perfectly according to the Joseki so far. It feels like White has made a bit of a stretch and stretched a bit too much. Okay. White takes the ko and invades the top right. This leaves this push, which is very big. The lower left corner is totally destroyed. So they continue playing the top Joseki. I don't know if Black should play here. This is 8.4, this is 8.6. Okay, so that's a Joseki. So that reverse tiger mouse move is Joseki no matter what. Okay, good to know. Black jumped. This should be also okay. This is faster. white is definitely going to block, and then black is going to extend. White peeps and then blocks here. This is very good. So Ben0 is sort of fixing his mistakes from earlier, or recovering from the game. Okay, this is something that we highly recommend. I'm not sure if both players agree that the beginning was very good for black, but if they do, and if both players know that black is ahead in this game now, it's very difficult to play these answering moves. It's very easy to go for something of a drastic attack. This is not recommended. What is recommended is exactly these. Stay put. The game is a long game, and you're always going to have a chance later on. Do you ever have some kind of study groups with other pros, NA/EU? No. In fact, I realized not only I do not, but also the other pros generally do not. And I know this because the last time we played the Transatlantic Professional Tournament, and it was a big surprise to the Europeans that they lost badly. If we had a lot of study groups, I'm sure they would not have been so surprised. I myself, I also had no idea how the tournament was gonna go. I guessed the exact result. I guessed 7-2, and it was 7-2. So I guess I had some idea, but then again, I play on Fox so much, and I play on KGS too. So me having a good idea is not a surprise. So yeah, so I imagine they do not, and I do not. So I play a lot of games online on Fox, on and off of my stream. So I study through Fox games with second-hand knowledge. Someone shows me like the lower right corner, I check the Fine Art AI, and I learn something. That's how I'm learning Go. But it's very anemic. It's not enough. Okay, so this part should be very good for white. White, took some territory on the left, and is now counter-attacking in the middle. Okay. I see. Probably black should just connect and then take care of this group, and just go on to the end game. This move is very big. There's also this S7 move, which likely captures a stone in pretty much Sente. White has 25 points plus the right hand side. Black has 15, 25, 35, 45, 65 points. So black has a 40-point lead on territory. The right side is about 20 points. So yeah, white has some potential, and there's a weak group, weak stone in the middle, so it's only 8 points like this. But what black is doing in the game is clearly not going to be very worthwhile. The 4 stones is the 4 stones was already wrapped around by a lot of black thickness. So shifting the game over to the middle of the board, you can see here now the fighting is going to go into the middle of the board and not over here on the lower side, where black has the advantage. So still black has a lead right now just by virtue of so much territory. Okay. Wow, this is a very defensive move. I'm surprised it was not something like this. Okay. Okay. Ooh. So a normal move would be very close. Black by 6.5. It's a very difficult game to play for both sides right now. As the game went, black is dead on the inside. White is White is alive on the outside. White is dead on the upper side. Wow. A crazy, crazy exchange. But at the end of the day, White captures 2 groups, and the top group is still questionable. So White has made the comeback, captured the middle, and captured 5. And White is saving the rest. Wow. Okay, White didn't quite save the rest, but White was able to get some profit in the middle. Still, White came back, but it's still a close game going into the end game. White by 6 points. Okay, that's a big end game. The capture here is also very, very big end game. Let's see, White by 7. White pushed. Okay, and then White jumped. Okay, seems pretty normal. Seems like the game all of a sudden is ending in White's favor. So congratulations to Ben0. Wait a minute. Oh, there was drama in the end game. Okay. Oh my god. How does Ben0 lose 8 points in this end game? I can't believe it. When behind, just make a huge moyo. I recommend when behind, invade a big moyo, not make a big moyo yourself. How did I see what happened? Ben played here to capture 3 stones, not 2 stones. And when Black connects here, he totally panicked. This is 6 points already. Basically, White can have 6 more points than before. White made... okay, I think White should... 7.5 was a lot, so... White still has a 1.5 point lead, but... Yeah, okay. So this move is worth 4 points. Ben0, this star point move, it's not even Sente. It's 2 points in Gote, and then this is 4 points in Sente. Alright, so he lost by half a point. Oh, what a crazy game. Very hard game for White altogether. Wow, sadly this is very common of my games too. It's a very hard game from the beginning, and then it gets better, and then through very good middle game fighting, we take it, but I'm sure the move is like here. We take it, but we mess up near the end. This is very common, don't worry. And because this is Japanese rules 6.5, 7 points on the board wins for Black. Crazy. Crazy. This is the middle of the second round. That's Mateusz, Surma. Who's playing on the second board? I don't know. This is Ben0. Is this Ben0? Yep. So during the second round, Ben0 played Dach, Zbynek. Okay, 4-dan. Interesting. Simara takes on Kim Dohyup. Valerii won his first game and he plays Stanislaw. That's going to be a game to watch. Andrii Kravets versus Ali, the two dan pros. Surma versus Lukas, Podpera, the strongest amateur. The strongest amateur. So let's go take a look in no particular order. This is board 1, Mateusz, Surma versus Lukas, Podpera. Okay. Oh, already beginning Surma with a retro one space high pincer. This is not common. This is not common. This was not common, but this was done. I myself, I do not know these josekis well enough. Let's see if Lukas knows. So one joseki I do know is the 2-space high pincer. This 2-space low is probably just as good. Okay. Okay, this is all normal. Okay. Quickly, a compromise was reached, and a knight's move on the bottom. No one gains or loses much. This feels like white gained a little, but it's like 1 point. Okay. Oh, this is a very modern second-hand approach. Knight's move, very nice. Okay. So while black is destroying some ice space, black himself also got heavier. Heavier is a bit weaker. I would like to see this more, but I understand if if there's too much RG. Okay. Interesting. I think this slightly favors black in this case. This additional Panuki strong shape just connect and then extend. This is probably fine. In the game, this probably favored black slightly. Again, not so much. It may be because Lukas just knows this joseki only, and that's it. Okay. He does block, very nice. Here we can see some of the effects. Black got the Panuki in the corner, so it's very strong. And so this knight's move by white, all these moves, they're not going to do anything against the black corner. So it feels like black gained slightly here too. This move, interesting, but I prefer to see black run away from the black strength and white, a lot of white moves, and go towards the right hand side. This move is also a good one. This move is very interesting, but it's not likely to get any responses out of white. So, wow, you're not ready with that game. I'm not ready with that game. What? It was disgusting. It was disgusting. This game was disgusting, or the Benzero game was disgusting. Disgusting for the Frenchman. Alright, yeah, this exchange was very, very good for white. Oh, another game? Oh, we have a disgusting game coming up. This is very nice. So, yeah. Surma, the black corner was very strong. Black would have welcomed any white moves in this area, but instead of white moving there, black made a lot of moves here and made another 10 points, and it's gonna be very bad. E6 is horrible, but it's only the beginning. Yeah, this cut, I'm sure it felt very strong for black, but this fighting definitely favored white. Okay, this move extends this move. Yeah. Black played L4, it was perfect. He played in the right part of the board and everything, but at the end of the fighting, white made all the territory around the bottom side. Okay, good job by black over there. Okay, this attach. So Surma is a little desperate at this moment, which is okay. which he should be, I think. He connects. White is so strong, and you know, at this top level, you gotta think that the players are well versed in the art of the thickness principle. So if you think you can get them to answer like this, then good luck, but you're not. You're not gonna get them to answer here. The bottom is only worth 10 points or so. Okay, so good job by White so far. Can Lukan the potty do it? Yeah, so this is a problem. So now Black has played around the white thickness way too much and way too close. So the middle group and the right hand side group are both in a lot of danger, and it's hard to take care of both at the same time. Let's check. Let's check. White by 18. Yeah. Black was gonna lose something coming out of this, but still. Let's see. Ooh, what? I see. That was very fancy of White, which is perfect. Alternatively, White could have played this, but there's another Atari. There's this Atari. So White wants this to happen. White wants you to connect, and then he Ataris from the outside. Very well done by Lukan. Okay, so the outside stones were captured. Black plays this, gives up all of the inside stones. Very nice, very nice. Wholesale destruction of the black shapes. But let's be frank. Black played with fire, and when you play with fire, you get burned. In this case, he flew too close to the sun being the white thickness, and it was just way too thick, and he paid the ultimate price by dying. Wasn't too bad. It was only 14 points at the end, but very good fighting in the middle by White, especially here when White has 2 cutting points, and the bottom there's a 3rd cutting point. But White allowed Black to cut the least important cutting point and fix the other 2 in Sente, and was able to play M5 and capture the bottom. You move too fast. You need to enjoy the desperate Black moves. Aha! all right. Let's go one move at a time and enjoy how desperate the situation was for Black. Right now, it's still a very reasonable game. 3.5 points. Connect an empty triangle. Okay. Yeah, this shape being split into 2 is a common bad shape. Connect is it's an acknowledgement of I am behind by a lot. I do not want to give up anything, and when you do not want to give up anything, it's very difficult to save everything and push. Yep. I still don't understand why Black didn't just connect this and play the game on. I didn't understand this part, but I'm sure this was acknowledging that, even if White just captures 3 stones, White was ahead and he just couldn't accept it. White is likely able to capture the right-hand side group, so wow, this was very impressive by Lukan, and good job. Surma, better luck next time. The next game we have the visitor, the perennial visitor, Kim Dohyup versus young Simara, the 1P. Kim Dohyup is now rapidly becoming some kind of an ambassador between the NA, North America, and EU, European Union Go players, because Kim Dohyup has also come to the US and played some tournament games. in the US as well as Europe. He doesn't win all the tournaments. He wins sometimes, but I do remember that last time he went to the UK tournament, he's ranked 7.52 in the AGA system. When he went to the UK, he went 4-2, which is not bad. Last time he came to New York to play, and he also went 4-2. He only lost to the powerhouse Go players. Super powerhouse Go players. So a very impressive showing in the US as well. So Kim Do-hyup is scores. His overall. Where's his overall score history? Rating history. I remember the AGA website gives rating histories like this. Oh well. Anyways, he's 5. Score versus opponents. Is this how to check? I don't know how to check. Anyway, he has 5 losses and 10 wins. So he's 10-5, which is not bad at all. He's 10-5. He's 10-5. In Europe, this guy is one of the highest rated European Go players. He's also very strong in the North America as well. Kim Do-hyup is where is he? Oh, I don't see him. Interesting. We'll have to. Is he not active enough to be listed here? Or is he kind of low? No, he's not. Let's see. So, anyways, comparing Kim's performance in Europe and NA is rapidly becoming a good way to check out the relative strengths between the USA, North America, and Europe. So I'm surprised that he was not in the system, which is very interesting. Is the GOAT Kevin Young not active anymore? Yeah. Kevin Young, I haven't seen him play in any Go tournament in a while, so I think he is not that active anymore, unfortunately. He just went off to college and he just haven't heard of, I guess he only missed one Go Congress. His rating is 2749, which is extremely high. Anyways, this is Kim Do-hyup against young Simara. Unfortunately, I favor this to Kim. Even though Kim Do-hyup doesn't win that many tournaments, but he does win some, which means he probably wins the most probably wins like a third of the tournaments. Does he? Maybe not. Maybe less. Maybe a quarter. Anyways, so as you guys can see, Kim, this guy, he loses in Europe. He also loses in NA. Pretty reasonable. So yeah. Okay. So very regular opening so far. Don't expect either side to be ahead or behind. I know this Joseki as this, and then here the key move is this move. He likes a challenge, he chases it. Yeah, I don't know how Kim Do-hyup is able to fly from Korea to Europe to North America and all of these tournaments. if he's really rich, you guys gotta get him to host tournaments. If he's if he's in touch with the LG company people, tell him to get the LG Cup to include some NA and EU players. Okay, since White got Sente, this is totally fine. So far, probably very, very even. Uh, Slightly good for Black. Oh yes, that's right. Upper left Joseki. The upper right seems to have benefited White a bit, Black a bit too. I'm sure White could have gotten this squeeze in beforehand, and now without that, it's a little bit less, more points. LG already so stacked. No, no, no. LG is not gonna include any Chinese players, so the LG Cup is like very, very weak. So, this year's LG is not. Oh my God! What did I see happen here? White invades, Black attaches. So far, so good. But right now, this is good by White. But Black places there. This feels very, very good for White. All the stones are totally useful now, and surprisingly, it is even. Interesting. Okay. White plays here. Black plays knight's move. Presses. Yeah, because originally Black had this jump anyways, so interesting. They are dancing. Yeah. Interesting. This move. White is gonna run the big risk of surrounding territory with the top thickness group. It would be very big to play on the right hand side, to play in the middle, and to play on the bottom. I wonder what's gonna happen now. This is interesting too. I didn't expect any problems here, but in hindsight, maybe this, but I'm sure the players have their reasons to do everything. Oh my God. The players don't always have a good reason to do anything. I guess White had to be extremely careful here and extend, and then extend here, and if Black pushes, this may happen, but this seems a bit good for White, even though Black makes an eye, destroy some territory. Seems four stones is pretty good for White. I guess we can always. Oh my God, we're missing something, guys. Black by 3. Okay, well, since we missed something, we can't expect the players to not miss the same things, and so it's all good. Yes, White needed to protect here. Okay. Okay, all right. So I wonder what is wrong if White plays here. Oh, I see. It's the same. It's the same problem. Okay, this is just wow. Jan Simara's not a very deft reader. Okay. All right. So okay. So in the game they played these moves. White needs to play this move now. But it is true, guys. This is where fighting players do have an advantage. He didn't even push. I can't believe this. He didn't even push and capture these. He played here to capture a lot. What am I watching? But this is fine. This does capture all this, so it's fine. Wait. I've never seen a professional 1P be destroyed so bad outside of myself. So I guess it's okay. Instead of the YouTube channel, you have part of the same game on the small screen. Interesting. So on the other one, interesting. Thank you. Let's switch to the YouTube screen. Good. And we'll come and watch this game afterwards. Where did it go? Let's get the YouTube screen back. Anyways, I have to say the games are actually of very high quality, because we're not able to just look at a game and tell, like, we're able to tell, like, this is going wrong for white, but we're not able to say, like, oh, what should white have done earlier. It was not at all trivial to see a lot of these things. So, like, would we have done better? It's very, very difficult to tell. Okay, so this is part of the screen, YouTube screen. So good. Thanks, Marty Pave. Alright, continuing on the game. I've never seen a pro one-dan get destroyed by as badly outside of my games. So I get destroyed very badly too, so it's not black by 15. I see. Okay, some desperation tactics, and yeah, so here there's another reading. So there's a bit of a pattern. So despite, young Simara being a professional, despite me being a professional, despite Tanguy, despite Ali, Jabarin, and Andrii Kravets, and people like that, despite us being professionals, we probably had less Go training, like life and death, that kind of training than Kim Do-hyup. So this game, we really see parts of the game that really makes him a very strong player. The fighting, and it was first part was here. White lets us go. I didn't think there was a problem. Young Simara didn't think there was a problem. Maybe Kim Do-hyup also didn't think there was much of a problem until he started reading this, right? And then he saw this stuff. He saw the block, and yeah, he saw this, and then he's like, oh yeah, that's just great, and it is. And so this part is like. This is a part of the game that he is very, very strong at, and a lot of us are a bit lacking at. Yeah, it can feel, the game ended here. It can feel very, very frustrating or difficult to play games against people who have studied a lot like this. Alright, next we have Andrii Kravets. Not that we lose to Kim Do-hyup, but we do see, we do feel like it's very tough to play against people like that. People who have had lots and lots of training. It's definitely not something easy to win. Did you review your game from Beihai on stream yet? Yes, we did that on the video, on the vlog video of all of our Beihai videos. It's the one that has the least number of views, and it's one where we played all the little clips, and it's towards the end. It's not It's kind of out of the way near the end of the Beihai video. Thanks, I had 1 view to my YouTube list. Yeah. Okay, anyway, so the star of today is Andrii Kravets and Ali Jabarin. We already saw the 3-dan professional Mateusz fall to the strongest amateur, the 5-time runner-up of the pro qualifiers, Lukas. And the giants who have not fallen are, I guess, Dohyup counts as one. Andrii Kravets, Ali Jabarin. These two are both 2-dan professionals, and let's see how they do. Oh wow! And Ali begins with this unconventional Joseki. This is not recommended. I play this whenever I hane here. It never ends well. Extends. I know one Joseki has white play in this, which is worse in this case. Black plays this jump. I think this is a classic Joseki where if white goes this way, and I think white can jump now. This is a Joseki, and good to see that it's relatively even. More likely white is going to be blocking, since white is the one who picked the hane Joseki instead of this Joseki, or this. White is likely not going to play any easy continuations. Okay, so if I was Andrii, I would be looking to get out of this Joseki and move on from the game now. But Andrii is very confident, and okay, so he continues. This is fine. Having white play one move that's totally defensive whenever he sets up either a trick Joseki or a complex one is a good idea. Is you getting out of any problems. Push once and then Kosumi. Yes. Press once and then Kosumi. Yeah, the diagonal move I have seen a lot. P18 may have been Andrii's way of offering up a well-known, like, older Joseki to get out of the situation. Of course, white doesn't take it as usual. And here, if white were to play, whenever white is trying to really attack you, right, destroy your shape, and he has to go and defend once in a corner, it's always good. It's always a good sign. You are generally in a very good place, and Andrii is in a very good place. 7.2 points ahead. Yes, jump here. Let's just put 2 exchanges into the corner to see what it would be if there was absolutely nothing wrong in the corner. Suppose white plays here, black plays here. This is black by 1.5. Okay, so pretty even, except white still has a carpenter's square corner, and so this game is gonna really show that none of the EU pros or NA pros know the carpenter's corner inside and out. Just let me move on to the game. Yes, that's exactly what Andrii is thinking. That's exactly what I would be thinking too. However, this is not quite a conventional carpenter's square because this hane is sente, this hane is sente. So white is basically alive, but I'm sure we could get some kind of a ko if we go on the 2-2. You guys know that the full, totally correct way to kill a carpenter's corner is to play the 1-2 point, or one of the 2 1-2 points, but given that white has some hanes in sente, just play the 2-2, accept some kind of a ko, and you're gonna be good. Or even a seki would be fine. Okay, Andrii has a good position. It's rare to see someone pick the Joseki and then get very far behind, So good job by Andrii. Not only does he move on, he moves on with a lead, which is great. This is a very attacking move. If this move was played defensively, it would be here, or a jump. This move is relatively slow, which means it generally is offensive and attacking in some way. Specifically, it's looking for one move and then a attach and cut. So it's attacking white. It's a very strong attack. So here white goes for the counter attack. This is very strong. Is it going to work? The strongest move by black is here, but this is likely good for white. Unless this works for black, and it's just, well, this is not going to work for black. There's no liberties. Okay, so that's good. So yeah, so maybe black needed to be slightly more careful here, and before attacking, play this peep, and the next move we could peep here and then push and cut. If white connects, we have more cuts like that. This peep would set up a very, very strong cut. Okay, so this slight misstep may have cost black somewhat, but at least now black has to capture this one stone. Let's see. Yeah. Remember, black played h15 as a very slow move. Now that white is able to cut a black stone off, locally good for white. Luckily for black, after having captured this one stone, black can now capture those two stones and still retain the thickness advantage. Okay, good. So the game moves on. White has fought back somewhat with very nice sustainable development. White destroys black, black destroys white. Seems fair. I detect a little bit of a center bias in Andrei's play. I would play here too, but Andrii seems to really like these moves that emphasize the center. Okay. This is a very, very strong attack. This is well done by black. This is remaining weakness. This is what the center move was setting up. And white also somewhat sets up this fight with this honey on the top. This makes sure that white is totally strong on the corner, and white captures one stone. So now this fighting is also a bit risky for black now. And the risk is black has played many moves in the center, and if nothing comes out of attacking white, then this would be, white would have gained on black. Alright, the lead is shrunk a little bit, but still, it's not. It's still a advantage to black. This was a close game throughout. Okay, black connects. This does feel better for black. It's just two stones, and black has destroyed all the white territory. In this type of game, it's black has a lot of sure territory, and if black can the more that black can destroy, the better it is generally for black. All right, so and since black came to the middle right, something like this is all sentes. There's no eye space here. Extend is sente for sure, and at least the white. At least the white territory is only very few points. This is 6 points. Black has just made 7 points, for example. So it does feel like white lost some on the lower right direction. Okay, and here Andrii comes. Let's see if this is a right move. This is 9.9. 9.9, and having this move, it's only 7.6. Uh-oh, maybe this was not the right move. So EU pros don't know the Carpenter's square that well either, huh? Not that I know this. Okay, so they quickly go to the end game, and it was white who fixes the corner. Even though the corner is still basically a seki, a seki. Good for white for having gotten the S14 first. This is going to allow white to preserve some territory on the right. Still, black has done a good enough job. I'm not sure OGS AI knows Carpenter's AI, to be fair. Yes, I know. I agree 100%. I see. So here, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, so black is only marginally ahead at this moment. Okay, black plays something that's a bit smaller, and then 5 points ahead, white fixes the carpenter's square for 8 points for white. But here white missteps with the block. Unfortunate. White must have thought the game was really close. And it would be if white was able to play this block, but white was not, and unfortunately, white came all the way back, except he misjudged this spot, which means he hasn't come all the way back yet. And the exchange for the code was the middle 12 points, the middle 6 stones, and Andrii keeps a very solid lead. It feels like black was in control this entire game, although I assure you guys, no one is really in control of their Go games. It's always very tense, and it's always very tense. So this was a very exciting game. It was very, very high level as well. Great. Which one do we watch next? Let's watch this one. This is Benjamin Teuber, who lost his first round. Oh, right. Let's. Should we watch the losers? Let's quickly watch the losers before watching our favorite player, Stanislaw Freijlak. Ben Teuber, these two players. These were two losers from the first round. And as losers, they don't get a very detailed review, although they do play a very fancy opening. Okay. Oh, this last press cannot have been a very good exchange, right? It's just better not to play that exchange. Play the cut, give up the stones. Black is not going to pick this variation anyway. Okay, so he presses and then attaches, and black continues to do this. Yeah, this is what you're a little bit afraid of as white, but maybe this is going to be okay. We'll see how this fighting goes. This is the move for sure. And now white is able to capture the 2 stones. I think you just take the 2 stones. Yeah, take the 2 stones. He was not gonna do it. Oh no. Are we wrong? Oh no, white played right. We're pretty weak. Anyways, this was perfect by white. White is able to connect out the main group of stones. Good job, white. What is this? The net and then the fix. Yes, we know why. But this shape is not gonna be good for black. Okay, so expect. White by 12. The key move is to hane and then do whatever you want. So white plays here and then here. Okay, interesting. It feels like black scored a little bit over here, because if white just connected, there's no way to capture this group, but now this group is dead. Okay. Ah, interesting. Would really like to extend because the push runs into the ladder, but let's see. Black is in a lot of danger. White is also in a lot of danger. We'll see. Okay. This is a killing move against this group. Oh my god. How? I'm sure you wanted to play this before the bottom move. Wait, oh no. Oh no, well. Okay, at least black is kept to one eye. And let's see if white can destroy the other. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Black by 17. The move now is to play this move, maybe extend. This is Sente. And then play here. Black is totally alive. White has to capture 2 stones. Then black lives with this group. Oh my god. Black plays a headbutt and white plays here. Destroys the Sente eye that black had in Sente, and black totally dies, losing by 50 points. This is great. This is absolutely great. To be fair, I did not see the Q1 either. I didn't see Q1 either, but I've only looked at it for 5 seconds. So, alright. Still, guys, it's much easier to commentate and watch than it is to play. So, when you guys see one of these top players play something, slightly silly, be fair, be more fair to them. Don't be too hard on them. If you guys think this way, like, man, this guy is a professional player, I could have played better than he did. It is not a disparagement on them. It is actually a disparagement on you, because this means that you, if you can play at or above our levels, you should play the pro qualifiers, become a professional, and then battle it out with the other top players in the world. So when you guys see something silly from these pros, don't be alarmed. Don't be disappointed. Don't be just think, like, try to do better. Try to do better, guys. Alright, so this was a very dominant game by black, by Ben. This was a real 4-dan, and he was quite overmatched. We could see in the beginning white was very conservative with an extra defense, and then later another extra defense here. This one was necessary, but still. And during this fighting, white lived with the corner, but white lost the 2 stones. And here, when black played here, white gave up the stones and gave it up in Sente. And as a result, this was just, black gained in every fight. I gotta say, I felt a bit nauseous watching the games today, but it didn't inspire me to try to become an EGF professional, that's for sure. Well, if you guys know Freda has like a 2-1 record against me on KGS and probably on Fox. On Fox it's probably a little better, but certainly on 10-second KGS games, Freda has like a 2-1, 2 wins, 1 loss proportion record, and like we have a like 2-1 against Pavel Lissi, cheater. We and on Fox we I beat a lot of strong players. So Freda is an extremely strong player by himself. And I know Freijlak went to the finals of a 10,000 euro tournament, which I have not done yet. I haven't been able to play for $10,000 yet, or euros. So, Freijlak, it's not a. Okay, let's see. I once stayed in Freda's mom's garage. What? Okay. It should inspire you more to show that you should be pro. No, this is not. This is not Freda should try to be an EGF pro or anything. This is what are you jokers doing being EGF pros and losing to these NA pros? You guys should practice more, play more, be stronger. It means that, Freda, it's your turn to take up responsibility for the professionalship of Go. It means it's not that it's not that you should be a pro or you can be a pro or strong enough to be a pro. It's that you have the responsibility, man. You're like the European Superman now, so you can't shirk the responsibility. Like next time, who are you guys gonna crown as the next EGF pro? Someone like Lukan, huh? Are you gonna allow that to happen? All right, Freda. It's kind of like so. I became pro to make a few extra bucks and to continue to play the game that I really enjoy. And I have been able to. I got more students as a professional. I get expenses reimbursed at Go Congress. I get paid for giving lectures at Go Congress, things like that. And by the way, a very good opening by Black so far. So I get paid to review North America Online League games. So as a professional, that's why. And also there's a second reason, which is if I don't become an NA pro, at the time it was 2022 2023 area, we just had Kevin Young, who became pro but then became not active. We had Alex, who was a new pro who kept being active. And if we just we were losing our old pros, so they were doing much worse than your EU pros. At least you guys got 6 EU pros to play in this tournament, and I saw Li Ting was there too, which makes 7 EU pros. At least they're part of the Go world, part of the Go scene. So it's not that it's not like that. I will say one more thing, which is there used to be a saying that so in the international tournaments and stuff, the NA players, the EU players are kind of the diversity and inclusion players known for not being as strong as the China, Korea, Japan players, but Hollywood these days churn out lots and lots of crap movies, crap superhero movies. It's not that the actors or the professional players or the people who work in the industry are bad, we're relatively good. It's that because we're the best we have to offer, it's because we're the best we have to offer, that itself is a big problem. And it doesn't mean that it means that the more competition we have, the stronger the competition we can have, the better it is for all of our Go communities. But at the end of the day, I make a little more money in Go now, so I'm very happy, and becoming a professional player was very, very well worth it. For one thing, my wife is not saying, Michael, you make so little money now, you're a loser anymore. All right. Wasn't the NA Pro Championship with a huge cash prize? NA Pro Championship had a $10,000 top prize. Oh, playing away when B had the ladder was bold. Wife was bugging you too much about wanting to play, so now you can say, I'm working! That's exactly what I do. If only he had agreed that Prague was a romantic city, then there could have been another pro playing in the tournament. All right. It's if you're the best that Europe has, then it's a thing where you almost have to try to be an European pro. Not because it'll do anything good for your game or anything, but not that it would do your game any good, but I forget what. Did I say something good about becoming a professional? Yeah, there must have been something good. Okay, this game was very, very good. So Stanislaw, it feels like Stanislaw is very practiced, even though I haven't seen him actually play. It feels like he's very well in tune with the game. It's like he feels the game, if you guys know what I mean. And it did like his eyes lit up when he talked about Go. So when I saw him in China, so plus and everything. Okay, so the ladder slightly good for black. If the ladder works, but it depends heavily on on surrounding stones, so and possible ladder breakers. The thing is, if black plays the knight's move, it's perfectly okay to tanuki, but with this, you see the tanuki less, which means the attach is the punishing move. So Stanislaw is teaching us something in this game for sure. Okay, this is a ladder breaker. So this move was played. This shoulder hit move was very, very good, and you guys can see why Valerii, who plays by the nickname of Valerii with two eyes on Fox with a Ukrainian flag. You see him active on Fox a lot too, and you can really tell that whatever Valerii is doing, it's really making him a very strong player. He went 5-1 and tied for first in the record at the Paris International Tournament, so Valerii is quite good. And here, despite falling behind a bit earlier, here Valerii has fought his way back. Very, very good. And so like right here, black only has a minuscule lead, basically non-existent lead. And Valerii has established the safe group in the black moyo. This was very good. Perhaps it's important to Atari first and then do this, but this is hard to say. This is okay, and is this okay? This is also okay. This is a tough situation for both sides. In the game though, what happened later, especially now with the H17 stone totally placed in the perfect spot, and having to play the attach and then connect back, and then living in ignominy, this is very, very good for white. This was very, very good for white. I'm sure the only thing black can do now is to this is a game. I'm sure the only thing black can do now is to give up the inside stones, capture the outside stones, and then move on. This is white by 5. Interesting. What just happened? So after this, this is quite good for white, it should be. And black connects here and lives. Wow, this is power play by Valerii here. This is very impressive fighting. Yeah, black is in much more danger than white is, and white has saved the corner and secured the next corner. Wow, nice job by Valerie. Oh yeah. I expect this to be the only thing black can do or should do in this position, and noticeably this is a blob. This is not doing anything against white's corner, and it's not going to be too difficult to answer these things. Yeah, wow. This is, if this move works and captures black, this would just be like the Jan Simara game where he got absolutely destroyed in the middle game fighting. But Stanislaw, remember, Stanislaw was feeling Go, Stanislaw, I could see Go running, I could see Go pulsating through Stanislaw's veins when I was in China, so don't expect him to go down so easily. Yes, this is a Sente move and a connect, and the next move is here. Just extend down. This is gonna be a one-legged chicken of some kind, and this is probably the best one-legged chicken view ever. So Stanislaw gets this in Sente, which means the connect was Sente anyway, which means the connect was Sente anyway, which means white probably needs to play chill a little more, and then it'll be okay. Yeah, white needed to chill right over here. This thing, it's a little tough, but I'm sure this is nothing that white... Oh, this is still complicated, so maybe. Anyways, white definitely needed to chill, and if he had known the connect was Sente, I'm sure he would have played the capture like this. Okay, so connect, and black is able to jump out. Okay, so now, black did play on the left-hand side, destroyed the side territory, white kept the corner, but nice. Does this work? Wow, this was very, very nice by, does this really work? Oh, this is, wow, maybe it's here. This move is Sente. Oh man, very difficult shape. Yes, just play here and then connect. Very interesting. So this just holds on for black overall. This was very, very well done by black. And the result of this fighting was black captured 4 stones for 15 points. Great job by black. He claws back all the deficit, and he gets slightly ahead. So so we were very pessimistic about Stanislaw's chances, but now that he has a bit of a lead, he's right back. Although I don't like this part for black that much. Okay. It's hard to play for both sides, of course. So after this, white is gonna take the territory lead. It feels very dangerous for black to give white a corner at this moment. Ooh, this was definitely a score for white. Okay. So Stanislaw transfers into the right-hand side. Definitely a score for white. Upon this cut, did black have anything? No, okay, nothing too good. Okay, good. We have a game. We have a game, guys. This move is not likely Sente, Questionable how big it is, but it's not small for sure. Okay. Very close game. Honestly, I didn't expect anything less from these two. The push and cut by black. Will this force white to survive? Well, at least white can play this jump, which white does. Okay. Honey connect. Okay, so this game goes into the end. Hard to imagine white winning this ko, but okay. So they're fighting this ko on and on. Oh my god, Stanislaw gives up the ko. Is this gonna be the yeah, okay. So Stanislaw gives up the ko, and we go into the end game with a very, very slight white advantage. Oh, this is very exciting. It feels like white didn't lose anything in the end game, so it feels like white is gonna take this. Ooh, this last bit here. Haha! It felt like white. What? What? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, this was a very close game near the end. White by 2.5. White by 3 points. White by 1.9. Wow. I'm pretty sure OGS estimator is not good. Yeah. I'll give my sense on the estimator in a bit. White by 1.5 still. Oh, I'm sure this move. 1 point in Sente. This move is 2 points in Gote, right? This is a bit bigger. He connects. Oh my god. Oh my god, he connects. Is here and then so this was ideal for black, but could white have done anything better? I don't think so. I don't think so. Very interesting. Okay, so black is ahead by 0.5 point. I can't believe it. We're gonna see 2 half-point games today. Yeah. So white takes the last dame. It's 7 points on the board. Stanislaw wins by 0.5 point. My boy. Oh my god. White had to push Q15. It was huge. Yeah, Q15 was Sente before playing 019. Interesting. Oh my god, everything we talked about Stanislaw came into play. His affinity for the end game earned him a 0.5 point victory. His, Stanislaw's activeness in the Go community also coming to help him. This is 0.5 point victory. This is great. Congrats to Stanislaw. He just beat the, I guess tied for first is not, he's just beat a red hot Valerii who has beat like Dai Junfu, for example, in France. And yeah, we're definitely not going to do this game justice, but Valerii also showed us some of his strongest parts of his game, fighting, really gaining a lot in middle game fighting, really settling very, very well, and then forcing a very submissive life living move at L19, taking an absolute lead, and but it was there when Stanislaw kept calm and was able to battle back, and I'm sure if Stanislaw knew that he was gonna lose the corner, then he would have played something like this move, something like this peeping move if he could get it, or something like an attach and a honey move and then a peep, or maybe another peep here and then a push. I'm sure he would have done all these things instead of the k5 move. But he didn't know that, and when Valerii came for the corner, I think the move was here, but I have no idea what to do. Here. So black had no choice but to give up the corner. I wonder if this would work. Yeah, this would work, but it's really difficult to play like that. So Valerii takes a bit of a lead coming into the end game. Here, white by 3.7, but Stanislaw's affinity for the endgame earned him 4 extra points in the endgame, especially with 2 more coming from all the way near the end of the endgame. Stanislaw would actually not win this ko, which is very surprising. It was hard to think that black would not win this ko. He still had plenty of ko threats. I'm sure it was because Stanislaw thought he was winning. Anyways, he gave up the code for a sure small loss, but congrats to Stanislaw. Very, very good endgame. Another thing that we even if we are Western pros, that we suffer from is that we really, really do not have a lot of endgame practice. So in terms of training, it's life and death, endgame. These two are the relative weaknesses. White had to push. Yeah. The connect was The OGS estimator, guys. I think the OGS estimator uses kata go at around a very low number of playouts. So whenever fighting gets intense, it gets confused. I will say it looks like it's a little better than the AI Sensei though. So I know that's not saying much, but I do feel like OGS AI is a bit stronger than AI Sensei, although that's not saying much. Anyway, so here we have it. We have the wall list after game 1. The Old Hunter's Cup, or the Jaeger Cup, if you will. I don't know if Czech they do the German pronunciations. Can we update this? No, we can't. Alright, this is how it looked after round 1. We have Ben0 winning. However, Ben0 has played a 4-down, which means Ben0's SOS score tiebreak points are likely totally destroyed. Reminds me of how my Go Congress games went. 2 players really killed my SOS after losing the first game. So that's what happens when you lose your first game. You have a huge risk of losing really getting killed on the tiebreaks. Anyways, Mateusz Surma lost to Lukan. So Lukan has 2 wins. Kim Dohyup has 2 wins. Stanislaw has 2 wins. Andrii Kravets has 2 wins. So these 4 players go into round 3 with 2 wins. The runner-up of the Paris tournament, or tied for first, led all the way. Red Hot Valerii is 1-1. Ben0 is 1-1. Surma Mateusz is 1-1. Ali Jabarin is 1-1. Simara is 1-1. Ben0 1-1. Elian 1-1. Don't know if Andrii won his game. Don't know. Don't know. Although I have to say, this person, I don't know who he is, but there is a Fox player called Glasgow, UK, Scotland area. If this person, if he is the person whose name is Glasgow on Fox, then this person is quite strong. We played that guy like 2-3 times, and I lost. So if this is indeed him, that would be. And if he lost his first game against number 8 Lukan, okay, that's okay. So yeah. So this tournament is indeed very stacked. I don't know if this is Glasgow on Fox though. That guy does have a Chinese flag, although this guy has a Chinese name, so I don't know. Anyway, this guy, Yuze, is a Yuze and Shukai Kirby. They are both 16-year-olds in Germany, living in Germany now. I met both of them at Go Congress, and very fine up and coming Go players. So Yuze might be 2-0 depending on who he plays. Shukai may or may not be 2-0. This guy, we saw his game, Akira. Michael Tao. Michael Tao is a famous chess player. Cesari, Stefan Midak. Alright, and let's go down the list to see if we recognize any more of these players. What was Go Dave's name? I forget. It's okay. Go Dave is a 5-dan, so we haven't recognized him. He's probably not at the tournament. Oh, good. Yeah, just look at the lengths. 184 rows, 182 sign-ups. This is so I don't think Go Dave is not even here. Kim Dohyup is an 8-dan. He is also 2-0 so far in the tournament. Andrii and Stanislaw are both 2-0. So out of all the professional players, Andrii and Stanislaw are undefeated. The other 4 all do bleed. So great. Here is game day 1. And we'll have an updated wall list for tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed these games. It did take a long time. This is the Prague tournament, 184 sign-ups. This is very, 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 very impressive. The Europeans are doing a very, very good job building their Go community. If any AGA people are still watching at this time, please tell them. Let's learn a lot from the Europeans. Alright, that's gonna do it for our stream. Time really flew in our stream today. We didn't even get to play any of our own games. Anyways, all good. We need a big enough tournament to draw out Andy Liu. Yeah, well, the pro tournament was $10,000 top prize. So if that doesn't draw out Andy, there's no tournament bigger than that in terms of prize money. So yeah. It's just 23:06 in Prague right now. Easy to be awake when not playing. In fact, I have found the opposite, guys. It's easy to get to be unable to sleep well when I go to my tournaments. Usually I'm not staying home and I'm staying at some hotel. I'm also a very cheap person, right? So I'm usually not staying at a fancy hotel. So it's very easy for me to, and I get excited sometimes. I also watch videos too much, so Yeah, so it's easy for me to not be able to sleep much, which is my own, just my personal problem. Luckily, in the last tournament I went to at in China, I was able to sleep well. Maybe due to jet lag, maybe not. And yeah, like during the pro championships, I was not able to sleep that well. But that's okay. I'll work on that. Getting getting older, it becomes more important to sleep more, unfortunately. And yeah, all right. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. I'm going to a Go tournament tomorrow, so I will not be sharing anything with you guys tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a rundown on Sunday. Alright, we're gonna go raid and see you guys next time. Same category. Middle game training by the rabbit. Let's go raid him. Alright, see you guys. Ask him why he's not at the Prague tournament. And I think he's Finnish or Swedish, so and then he could ask Freda why Freda's not at the tournament. Alright, see you guys.